Coming home after work with a cold beer, some delivery food, and a favorite show, it feels like such a sweet reward, a perfect end to the day. But isn't it strange how, after finishing it all, a peculiar sense of regret often washes over us more than happiness? We might wonder what it is we're truly trying to satisfy each night that makes us feel the need to eat so much. Welcome to the Nameless Forest, a place where you can temporarily set aside heavy burdens and relax your mind. This is the story of someone whose well-deserved reward after work unintentionally became a late-night snack. Let's discover what thoughts they shared with us and hear their story right away. Hello, I'm just an ordinary office worker who finds myself giving in to the temptation of late-night snacks every evening. During the day, I do try to manage myself, especially with others watching. I'd eat a light lunch and only drink sugar-free coffee, believing I was doing well. Sometimes after work, when I open the door, there's no one there to greet me. Being alone in a dark room can feel quite significant on those particular days. Even turning on the lights feels like too much effort, so I just toss my bag aside and lie down on the sofa for a moment. And whenever that happens, I find myself checking delivery apps first. Today was quite a demanding day for me. At work, I had to accept many requests that seemed a bit much. Even when it felt unfair, I just smiled and acknowledged them. Then I simply moved on. My feelings were kept hidden all day. I think I just worked like a machine. It feels like my mind, feeling quite drained from the day, often hints at wanting a little reward on the commute back home. So I might delay washing up a little, find comfort on the sofa, and then pick out something from a food delivery menu. The idea that I'd feel a bit sad if I didn't treat myself to something nice, especially after a tough day, often fills my thoughts. I always end up pressing that payment button. Including the delivery fee, it's quite a sum. But at this very moment, I feel relieving this frustrating feeling is far more urgent than the money. Once the order confirmation pops up, a strange sense of relief washes over me. Now it finally feels like my day is truly winding down. While waiting for my food, I often find myself absent-mindedly looking at my phone. I might think about what I did today, and also about going straight to bed after eating. When the doorbell rings, I receive the food and set it up on the table. In that moment, as I unwrap the packaging and take the first bite, I often feel a sense of the day's stress starting to ease, and I might even think, this is happiness. Normally, I'd play a favorite video on my phone and then slowly begin to eat. However, instead of fully savoring the taste, my attention was mostly on the act of chewing. Before I knew it, the plate would be empty. My stomach feels quite full, but I find it somehow difficult to put down my chopsticks. As the food gradually dwindles, I start to feel a little sad that this enjoyable time might be ending, so I sometimes savor the very last piece. After I finish eating and start cleaning up the mess, that's when things really start to sink in for me. My stomach feels so full and my body feels heavy, but my mood is much worse than it was before. I find myself regretting, wondering why I let myself do this again. The empty food containers look surprisingly bleak, and I just end up closing my eyes. Every night, I make a promise to myself not to do this again tomorrow. But when I'm on my way home from work the next day, I somehow find myself opening the delivery app again. My body feels like it's getting heavier, and I wonder why this feeling of emptiness inside keeps growing. I sometimes wonder if it's truly okay for me to continue like this.
Oh, I really know that feeling so well. It's about that perfect moment when you get home from work, you order your favorite food, crack open a cold beer, and then finally put on that video you've been wanting to see. In those moments, it truly feels like you're the happiest person in the world. Yes, you're right. That truly feels like healing. It's the most reliable and sweet reward we give ourselves, especially after a day where we felt pushed around, despite our best intentions. That joy itself, just as you mentioned, really does offer significant comfort. It's quite peculiar, isn't it? That happiness, when it lingers in your mouth, feels so wonderful. But after you've enjoyed it all, and you're looking at the empty boxes, I often wonder why that lovely feeling from just a moment ago seems to fade away so quickly.
I wonder if what we often crave late at night is truly just pizza or chicken. Could it be that we're actually processing those difficult feelings, the hurtful words we might have had to endure at work today, or the way our spirits feel worn down from interacting with others by seemingly indulging in those foods? Sometimes I find myself having a thought like this. It's not that I'm physically hungry, but rather my heart feels a sense of emptiness. Perhaps for you, the one who shared your story, what you truly need right now isn't calories, but a moment to completely focus on yourself and offer yourself some warm comfort and embrace. Let's take a moment to reflect calmly for a bit. I've noticed that comfort gained by pushing myself a little too hard often doesn't last as long as I hope. In fact, it sometimes ends up making my heart feel even heavier the next morning. Simply for enduring today, you truly deserve a reward. There's really no need to be hard on yourself or feel you should punish yourself. It might also be okay not to completely trust that momentary feeling of hunger.
Starting today, how about we make just one promise? Before you open that delivery app, take 10 minutes to ask yourself something. Am I genuinely hungry right now? Or am I feeling a little upset or overwhelmed? During those 10 minutes, try slowly sipping a warm glass of water, or simply close your eyes and take a few deep breaths. If you're still genuinely hungry after those 10 minutes, then you can feel completely comfortable eating. But surprisingly, those 10 minutes actually calm the wave of false hunger quite a bit. It's precisely the amount of time that intense false signal from your brain loses its power. And let's try creating a new list of truly rewarding things for ourselves. Instead of something like chicken, it could be those small, harmless joys, like taking a long shower with your favorite scented body wash, or maybe just reading one page of a book you've been wanting to explore. Our bodies are actually more sensitive and honest than we might realize. They tend to send signals quite quickly if we don't pay enough attention. This made me reflect and realize, I really need to treat myself with a bit more care and gentleness. I hope you can gently ease your self-blaming thoughts now. When you struggle with self-acceptance, the emptiness in your heart can grow, and to try and fill that feeling, we might find ourselves reaching for food again. Perhaps what you truly needed wasn't a greasy late-night snack, but a moment to sincerely comfort yourself acknowledging all you've accomplished today. Tomorrow morning, I truly hope you wake up with your body and mind feeling clear and light, completely free from any puffiness. Once you experience that refreshing morning feeling just once, you'll discover that it can be much more rewarding than the taste of a late-night snack.
Resisting late-night snacks isn't about having an iron will, but rather a gentle promise to cherish yourself a little more. I believe that just by sharing this concern today, you've already started to keep that promise. Let's conclude our chat for today here. Tonight, instead of stimulating tastes, I truly hope you can find a lightness within and fall into a sleep sweeter than ever. You've worked incredibly hard today. May you have a peaceful and deep night. Good night.